I guess to everyone, I'm Ada from Poison Rock, and today I have the pleasure to have with us Mike from SteelRhino. First of all, how are you, Mike?
I'm good. How are you?
Tired, and I'm happy that it's almost going to rain finally after, I don't know, I feel like I'm living in California, It's October and it's supposed to be here, like raining and it's warm. And how's there the weather? How is it going? It's a little bit colder.
Yeah, it's colder, it's raining, and yeah, it's autumn right now. So yeah,
I envy your weather almost. So before speaking about that release album, that because we of course are recording this interview a little bit before, but we will talk about the album deeply.
yeah,
We're digging a little about the meaning of it. I'm gonna start about, of course, like everyone will ask, we will always ask you that question, but how Steel Rhino started, but
yeah,
before how you might getting connected with music. I mean, you didn't, just wake up one day and had in your hand an instrument or start to singing or whatever. You get in touch with music some way somehow.
yeah, yeah,
So how
yeah.
the love for the music started.
Yeah, it started maybe when I was like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
I got a mixtape for my cousin with Kiss, and it was
Mm.
like, oh shit, this is really good. And I was like, oh, it would be cool to play some instrument and all that, but my parents didn't want me to play any instrument.
Really?
So I got, maybe I was 7, 8, or 9 maybe. I got a drum set from my grandparents in a Christmas present, uh, and and I started with that and went on uh, this communal drum school and music school
That's
and
good. So you
yeah,
started as a drummer.
yeah. Drums is the only instrument I can play. So yeah, yeah. So I can't play guitar or bass, or I wish I could, but yeah. So it was the drums, and yeah, and I played in this big orchestra. Started in an orchestra, so I with the pipes and all that. So it was really,
Like
really,
that's my more a classical setup.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, maybe 20 people in this orchestra, but we were like, I think we were three drummers
Yeah.
who changed off each other
Each
and
own
played along.
tempo. Yeah.
And then me and some friends started a metal band,
Yeah.
and then
I know.
and it just
I know,
became
but I mean, your parents at the end they were like approving your
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah,
just like that's okay. It's a good drummer. We are okay with that.
yeah, exactly. From the beginning, it was yeah, a small kit, just one bass
Yeah.
drum, and then it was like I need a double bass drum because the coolest the drummers has double bass drum, and I need a
Like,
double
Mom,
bass
I'm
drum.
gonna change my way of playing. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
small drum. You will see and heard a lot of noise.
yeah,
Mom,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it was yeah, so it started that way. So I have a lot to thanks my grandparents for
yeah,
buying.
that's grandparents are like we say are always like second times mother or second times father. So it's like double parents, let's say.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always, try to spoil us while
exactly,
our
exactly.
parents are like, no, no, you can't have that. And then comes your grandma, here you are,
Yeah,
don't
take this.
worry. And I mean, through that, from a classical setup, like a classical background, how you get moved with Steel Rhino?
SteelRhino was actually I was playing in another band with some friends, and it was yeah, and I bought my house on the countryside in Sweden. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I built my own drum studio, and it was like, yeah, let's record some songs and try that for this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the other band. Uh, but then when the song was done, I was like, but I can't give you this song. I need this song to release it myself. So
Yeah.
it was so that was actually the first song uh, from the first
Oh,
Steel Rhino. was actually Love and Easy from the
Venezia,
last.
yeah, I was reading that. The songs had a lot of success for what again. I mean, I was reading that it was like in charts.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. It's a really cool, cool 80s vibe song. So yeah.
So that's what basically SteelRhino, like say, like the vibes of the sound of SteelRhino is kind of from the 80s, like kind of hard, like hard rock and roll, heavy metal, like let's say.
Yeah, I was sure. Yeah, if I would put SteelRhino in a space of music genres, it's actually my goal to go through is this 80s accept the Manowar, the little bit, not the power metal part
No.
of
The
Halloween.
steel metal. Let's say like that. The steel.
Yeah. Like Judas Priest, the old Judas Priest, 80s Judas, and it's a little bit back to the when the metal or the heavy metal was
like let's say a moment where a point where the new wave of British heavy metal and the steel metal of Manowar meets, like a point between that. So let's say because of course I always say to the artists and the musicians, no matter what they do or no matter what they act, that I don't like to put them in label. Because labeling music, tomorrow you can wake up and say, I want to add some trash in my song. Everything can change. So, but let's say that in general, the vibes of SteelRhino is a kind of a new wave of British heavy metal, and that metal that Manowar played, like the iron steel, the toughest, you know.
Also with a little bit cheesy lyrics. That man has also. So it's like this big bombastic arena sound, but in a newer format for today, not for the 80s, but for 2020.
Yeah, of course. So with something new added in it. And of course, when you have there is as well other people involved in SteelRhino today. So let's introduce these people as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that has helped. The band is actually me.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I mean, it's you. The let's say the mind, the composer. It's you. SteelRhino is Michael.
Yeah, exactly.
The people that at least are involved in the last album.
Yeah. I have my friend Philip Williamson on. He is also. I have played with him in a lot of bands before, and he is the mastermind because he can read out from because when I write a song, I sing the guitar parts because I can't play guitar, so I sing it.
Of course.
And he take my bad singing and translate that to guitars. So he is also a big part of SteelRhino. So he has been on the last album and the new album also. And on the vocals I have Herbie Langhans from Firewind and Avantasia. So people know him. And he has this song like old Dirk Schneider, maybe accept soundish there. So he fits my
your point of view, what you are looking for the sound. Because before focusing on in the last album, from the previous one, what do you think is changed in the term of sound, for example? Do you think there has been a change, an evolution, or changing of something, or lyric wise?
Yeah, it has been a lot of changes. We have gone from learning to knowing now on this second album. We have also put a lot of more work into the songs, and also been more perfect with everything.
Yeah.
The first album is yeah, it's the first album. It's the SteelRhino that people knows. But the newer one is much bigger. It has a lot of more melodic parts in.
It's
Yeah,
shaped. Let's say shaped more than your sound.
yeah. And there's more to fill up the fill up the gaps around the
of course,
the
but it's
guitars
normal when you put outside the first. Do not say like the demos, the LP, let's say the full length. When you put out the first your full length, of course, it's always not your like. It's like like when you're starting. It's like this is the first album. With the second one, of course, you go to fill some gap because you know the sound, what people reacted, how you change it, because it's as well like like a photo book. You're growing up, you see the changing. So I didn't like how I was looking like, I don't know, 2 years ago, so now I'm different. So that's as well happening with the music. And in this because of course this interview, like we said, will be already out soon as the album will be released, after the album will be released. And in Rhino We Trust is a good title because it means like that you believe in your own band, your own world, in your world.
Yeah.
It's powerful because it's as well like a message that sends kind of a self-confidence, like boost your motivation to move forward with your own music.
Yeah.
Now, it can be as well some way heard and felt from people. For example, in Rhino We Trust, it can be as well like in ourselves we trust.
Yeah.
That's something as well cool that people can identify to.
Yeah.
And this album, I mean, how, before we go dig about the songs, it's not every song, but kind of mainly most of them. How was it, the process of composing, let's say a typical day of working on this album? How was it? Let's take one day of all this, the working, recording, writing this album, the structure of the day. How was
it? Yeah, we can start from I'm sitting in my car driving. Or
the simple things.
Yeah, and then it just comes on comes on a riff, a guitar riff or something, and I usually take my phone and record it that way. Then I come home and I record it here in the studio, and then I put some fake drums on it.
Yeah, I don't want, of course. Just to imprint the sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I take Philip here someday when he has time, and he recorded guitars, because we do like this crappy version first, so we have.
But it's normal.
It's good or something like that.
It's normal.
Yeah. And when we are like done, I sit here and I play drums maybe 10-15 times of the song and try things
to find the right fit for each
song.
Yeah.
And then when we have it, we take a day and record the whole song. We like record, me and Philip, when we sit here in the studio, we can record a finished song, the whole song on like 2-3 hours.
Really fast. I mean, because you already have that kind of friendship and feeling now and throughout the years, so it's normal.
Yeah, exactly. And then I send it to Herbie if I have written the lyrics. Then I have some songs on this album in Rhino We Trust where it's I have 2 friends who has written some lyrics also.
Okay.
So they get the demo version and start writing the lyrics, and then Herbie gets the song and he puts his vocal and melodies on the song, and then I get it again, and then I start to chop up the whole song and try some things or take away some parts and okay, should it be here? No, and should it be here instead, and all that. So a song on maybe 4 minutes can maybe take, if we put it in time, it's like maybe 2-3 weeks. just to
Okay.
make
My face changed because like it was like you both recorded like like the beginning in a couple of hours.
yeah,
And then because of course it's a long process, and I think it's important that you explain that very well and detailed, because sometimes when we listen music, I'm speaking as well myself as a listener, as a fan, we take for granted how easy it can be just listen to a song, and we forget how tough and how much effort musician like you put behind it. How
yeah,
long is the process? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. The process is longer than some people think, because
Yeah.
when the song is done, I have it here and I have it on my phone, and when
Yeah.
I drive to my work and I drive home from my work, I listen to the song every day, like
Of
maybe
course.
10 times every day. So it takes almost a week just listening to the song and getting like, oh, I fucking hated this song now.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
because
that you know that it's done already.
yeah. And if you have listened to it so many times, you know, like, but shouldn't it be a part of this here instead?
Yeah.
Because when I listen to the song too much, I start to, okay, how can I do it better? Because I'm tired
Analyze
of this.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good
Uh,
process of analyzing. Yeah.
yeah. So maybe, yeah, maybe put some violins or some choir or something like that.
Yeah.
Can make it pop more.
Yeah, but as well more ambiental, like more bigger, like played in a like an orchestra. And I think that I might be mistaken, but I think you do that as well because you had a classical background coming
Yeah,
from a huge orchestra like when you were younger, like you mentioned
yeah,
before.
yeah,
That's why you put a lot of attention in details.
yeah.
And that's why you're able as well to translate like music from that, just not playing guitar or bass or singing, just playing drum. You translate it as well, the
Yeah,
music. That's not easy, because if you
yeah,
were the guitarist, maybe it would be easier. But you are the drummer. You are the
yeah, yeah.
mind behind of everything. So it's not easy. So congratulations that you really that's
Thank
like a
you,
lot of effort to do that.
thank you.
But as well, I read that the mixing and it was made by Jakob Hansen, which is as well
Yeah,
the composer of a friend of mine, Dynasty. They
yeah,
cool
yeah,
band. That's
yeah,
so. How did it go? I mean, how did you match Jakob? Because it's a good, really well-known producer.
yeah. Jakob did the mastering of the old album also. And I was like a little bit afraid to ask him because he's famous. He's one of the best in the world right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I was like, can I ask him if he wants
Yeah,
to mix
yeah,
it?
always
Because
was
yeah, and yeah, and he was right away as
interest.
like answering my mails, and yeah, I can do it. Just send over the parts, and so yeah, he did awesome work because the sound is so much bigger and so
Yeah,
much the sound of the best bands right now,
yeah.
and
No,
I
that
really
you
love
are.
the
And I
sound of
noticed some, that clean side, because it is like the heavy metal, the tough metal, but clean.
yeah,
It's that as well. That what I can you because he has a print. You can hear that as well from Dynasty music, and as
yeah,
well because I heard the same kind of clean but tough. Of course, their genre is a little way more different, but you can hear that finish print.
yeah, yeah,
But the core is yours. The core
yeah,
is
yeah,
yours. The mind is yours. So, what is this album about? Because in Reno we trust. Okay, it's about. You can see it appears to be with a lot of confidence, like a strength, like the brother of steel, whatever you want to say. So, what is the core of it? Because we understood the
yeah,
sound, but
yeah.
if
That's
we
a good
go to
question.
the topic, the lyrics wise,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah, and Rhino We Trust is I don't really actually know because it's my friend who has written the lyrics on it, Chris L. Svensson. But uh, I told him the song must have the name In Rhino We Trust,
Okay.
uh, and it's like you say, it's almost like you need to have the trust in yourself and do what you want to do, because I don't want to be that guy who, yeah, I have written 2 albums,
Yeah.
but I didn't release them because, yeah, I don't know if I can do it. just go for it.
Yeah.
The life is too short.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah, so it's just to do it, because sooner or later we're gonna be in a grave, and then we
Yeah,
have
6 feet
like,
under.
why didn't I do that, or why didn't I do on that way or that way and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So in Rhino We Trust is it's my it's my love, my song that I really love, because in Rhino We Trust song was almost the first
Yeah.
song for this new album, and it became bigger than I thought.
That's
Uh,
beautiful. That's
yeah, because
beautiful.
it's because when I hear that song, I can see a movie in my head. It's so much bigger, and it has all of these elements, and this calm
Yeah.
verse, and then it's just going up, 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 and then it's
Yeah.
just breaks in the chorus, and it's this big choruses, and
It's
uh,
kind of
yeah,
almost epic, but not epic
yeah,
meaning like epic music, but epic like adjective. So just
yeah,
let's be clear, because people can. I understand from my own personal experience that when we do interview, we have to be clear about each word, because if
yeah,
another webzine take the interview, they will label SteelRhino as epic band. So
yeah,
we say epic as an adjective, not as
yeah,
a genre. Let's pretty that's clear. This happens a lot, believe me.
yeah,
So the songs, but of course, I mean, like it's really clear that you put a lot. I mean, like as well, like a lot of affection for this album. Really, like it meaning a lot for you. But between all these 10, because it's made of 10 songs, and the first song is Stand Up and Shout, and then we have like a Strike Hard, a lot of other songs. There is one song, apart in Reno We Trust, that for you had a special meaning while you were composing. I don't know, you were having more fun, playing it, or there was some memories kind of nice about these songs as well.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's hard because I like all the songs.
It's normal. It's normal, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. I really like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I don't know why, because maybe because it was like everybody has that Dr.
Yeah,
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because sometimes the calmest people can be the most dangerous people, and
exactly.
vice versa.
The serial. Don't forget the serial killer.
Yeah, yeah.
They were
Yeah,
like calmer, shy people. And
yeah,
then let's
yeah,
think about Psycho. That says a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. And Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde is
It's a classic.
that song. It was almost like Bells of Midnight Part Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the from the first album.
Yeah.
But it became bigger than that. And I wrote the lyrics on that song. So I don't know how it came by, but I really liked this dark
Atmosphere built around.
lyrics, and the Hell's Bell in the background,
That's
and
cool.
it's powerful uh, choruses and choirs and all that lifts the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like the newer stuff from Manowar is like
Yeah.
this powerful anthems song, and Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde and the Judgment Day is actually the two song on this album. I can really say it
Right.
was 10, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but I think this is an album that it has to be played loud. I mean, listen loudly, because if it has a bigger sound, you have to put it. I always picture myself that driving driving the car, listening to music, or listening to music and jumping all around the house, because that's what I do. But as I think a lot of people nowadays listen music while you're driving. So just like with a thunderstorm, you put that music and you feel like it came spontaneous, like we are going through the thunder and we don't give up because we are free, because we are. It gives you like that boost of confidence and energy, but as well of safety, that kind of little bit, because if you think that you have the boost of energy, the boost of confidence, you feel safe as well. So sometimes it can be good as well when you are in a low mood, so you need to get up on the bed and live your life, be stronger. So that's something, an album, but that I think that it should be played live, especially because it's an album to be. First of all, before speaking about the live, I wanted to ask you, it will be released in all the platform, of course, I guess.
Yeah.
But as well in physical copy, there's this idea.
Yeah.
So
physical. So it will be.
Okay, so people can reach that out to you, like
they can reach.
How?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the you can go to your local record shop and order it also. So
already in any city in Europe.
Yeah.
So that's good, because it's important, because sometimes people can maybe reach out to me and say where I can find the album. Can reach out to David. I think that as well. They can, but we have the link on the interview, so people can find all your social media link, my social media link, his social media link, so we can find a way for the album to be taken. But always remember that having the album on digital, like MP3 digital platform, is fine as well, but the physical copy is something that you can always have. It never goes away. So it's always a way to encourage people to buy the physical copy, because it's not just for supporting your own work, your own effort. It is as well for having a copy, because it's beautiful. When I saw my CD, my vinyls there, they are there. I mean, even 20 years gone by, I still have my CD when I was 16 years old. So buy the physical copy. It's important to say. But as well, that we were speaking about the live. So this album has to be put out in the stage.
Yeah.
Do you are planning to go out in the stage somewhere, somehow, during this, I don't know, 23, 24, planning something anyway?
Yeah, I'm in the planning for 2024 maybe.
Okay.
I don't. I need to see first if the album will be. If people likes it.
They will like it. Come on, I mean, that's a genre. There is a genre. There is, I think, a cult almost behind this genre. So they will like it for sure. They will like it. So that will be, I think, a truth. Yeah.
And I hopefully, I will get to fix some gigs with SteelRhino next year. Hopefully some festivals, because I like to play on festivals. And on festival, it's almost people also. Because it's always people on a festival. So you don't need to be super big. For people to find you on a festival.
Of course. And plus, you in Sweden, you have an amazing music scene, like history scene. I mean, Sweden is one of the best country to play music, especially in the metal field. There's a lot of beautiful festival as well in Sweden, and it's not even hard to reach other country as well. It's harder for us in the south to reach the north. So I think all around Sweden, Germany, maybe Denmark, Belgium. Belgium is good for festival. That's my advice. Belgium is super good. Belgium and Germany.
Yeah.
That's cool. If you need some name, write to Davide and I will give you some name. I know someone.
Perfect.
Let's keep between us. We will speak that about. I know someone in Belgium but one thing about good in Belgium is that if you play for example, in Antwerp, which is a small city, it's a big city, it is in Flanders. No matter if you are big or not, it's packed. So if you're thinking about touring one day, I'm living in Sicily, I'm not in Antwerp. Put Antwerp, because they love metal. I think it's one of the biggest European city for metal. Anytime. That's I say for sure, because I know people going 3,000 people, one top packed, small. That's just keep it. Write it somewhere. But I mean,
Yeah.
so that's so basically after the release of the album, what is the current project that you were facing? Of course, the releasing, you said some lives. You are already working on something new, planning to make some video, some music video, or what's going on SteelRhino house, let's say.
Yeah. Right now it's the album.
Okay, of course.
And then we'll see. Like I said, trying to figure out something with some gigs and the festivals. But also, I have some songs that didn't come on the album
as well. Okay.
Maybe do something with that. But almost the whole 2024 will be with the album right now.
Okay.
But yeah, there is a lot of songs and things in the pipeline. Just I need to just take it from my head down to the paper. But
this is the actual plan. Yeah. I mean, of course, we have to enjoy the success and the releasing of this. So, really, it's really beautiful to hear there is this still. There are people, artists and musicians like you that want to do this music, because we don't find. I mean, we have heavy metal band, but we do not have yet that heavy metal band or that has that metal that had bands like Manowar, like so that steel, that harshness. So Mike, was really a pleasure, and I wish, and I know for sure that soon that we will see this interview on YouTube. The album will be going super great, and I will pass you the name that I know from festival. We will arrange something privately, and I wish you all the best, and looking forward to hear all the album and boost it on the morning. It's perfect for the morning. My advice: listen in the morning. It's gonna give you the boost. Like it's better than coffee. In Reno, we trust. Better than coffee. We can make some. So thank you so much, Rhino. Rhino. Yeah, sure, because SteelRhino, Rhino is you, basically. It's just, will call you Rhino from now.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael. Thank you so much. Really was a pleasure, and enjoy, and I hope to see you in some live.
Yeah, of course.
And thank you so much for everything. Have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.